The Jake Asman Show will begin shortly. Thanks to all these great Patreon members who help support the show. Get your super chats ready. Jake will be here in just a moment. If you love the New York Jets, this is the place to be. And now, the Jake Asman Show.
Someone is optimistic about the New York Jets, and that someone is one of their most famous celebrity fans. We will hear from Gary Vaynerchuk, friend of the show, on why he's optimistic about the Jets. Plus, rookie minicamp is underway. Here's your first look at Aaron Glenn coaching the New York Jets. We'll talk about that and much more. It's the Jake Asman Show. Let's hit it and get it started. Man, our Jets are primed to win another offseason, baby. We bleed Jets green each and every day. Will the playoff drought finally end? Kings of the offseason, baby. This is what we do. At least we have Garrett Wilson. We have Breece Hall. Please subscribe and hit the like button below. Super chat, baby. Cut the line. We have Sauce Gardner. We have Quinn Williams. Prepare to be underdogs. Now it's time to talk all things New York Jets. It's the Jake Asman Show. Happy Friday, everybody. The New York Jets are right now, as we sit here and do the show live, on the practice field. Well, at least the rookies are on the practice field. I wanted to start the show, if you're watching this live, a little later than normal because I wanted to be live when the Jets were on the field. So we'll get some live updates in real time following all the reporters who were there at the Jets facility. Practice is indoors. And then later today, if you tune into the second show, we'll be joined by Robbie Sabo of Jets X Factor, who was there, and will provide an eyewitness recap of what he saw. We showed you a little Glenn in the cold open there. Here's more from AG, the HC of the New York Jets. And in addition to Glenn, this courtesy of SNY, they also gave us a little Armand Membu doing his thing at Jets minicamp. Now, it's worth noting, any numbers you see from the rookies, these are not official. You know, remember, I think like Breece Hall was like number 23 at his ever rookie minicamp. So these are not official numbers. So I don't know what number Armand Membu's wearing. I think Mason Taylor, someone said, was wearing 46. That is an ugly ass number. So hopefully the Jets at some point here give us official announcements from these rookies on who is going to be wearing what. So we will talk more about rookie minicamp when Sabo joins us on the afternoon show, but I wanted to start it off by giving you guys little highlights from what we have so far. Also, we will be announcing the winners of ASMANIAC raffle number 25 on this show. If you've been following the last couple of weeks, that is the full-sized Broadway Joe helmet. Prize 2 is the Field signed helmet. Prize 3, the Klecko signed helmet. Prize 4 is the signed Aaron Glenn photo. And prize 5 is the Sauce Gardner jersey. So that's coming up. But I'd be remiss if I didn't acknowledge the unbelievable amount of memberships people have already gifted. And those will go towards prize or raffle prizes number 26. And I'm already going to spoil what that is because we have so many memberships that came in. Our top prize in next week's ASMANIAC raffle, our 26th raffle, is a signed throwback Aaron Glenn jersey. This is the jersey that Glenn wore when he was a rookie, before they obviously rebranded when Parcells became the head coach. So throwback AG jersey is our top prize. This is the only one that exists. There have been signed Glenn jerseys where it's the, 98 and on jersey. This is the throwback AG jersey. So I'm excited about that. That is the top prize. All your memberships on this show going forward will go towards that. So a huge shout out to David Atkins, who gifted before the show started. Marvelous, who gifted as the show was getting underway. Mike Dems, who gifted moments ago. And then Roster Dread gifted one as well. So awesome, awesome support. Appreciate all the ASMANIACs tuning in and making the show what it is each and every day. This is for all of you who have already gifted. Now let's hear from Gary Vaynerchuk. He was a guest on Good Morning Football on the NFL Network, and the famous entrepreneur and diehard Jet fan is optimistic about the New York Jets?
We took the best bet at quarterback because it's the only lottery ticket that was out there. So I'm thrilled about that.
Good.
We've now taken a first-round tackle in back-to-back years. Olu, before the injury last year, looked great. Obviously, the media, y'all, are not going to be paying attention as much because we're not supposed to do much and we don't have the Aaron factor. And we still have, people forget Jermaine Johnson was out for the year predominantly last year, got hurt early. Great player. McDonald flashed and had a great year last year. Michael Carter in the secondary, Sauce, Garrett, Brees. Our offensive line is the best it's been since the Mangold, DeBrickashaw, era.
What about the head coach?
I mean, I love Aaron Glenn. I'm a diehard Jets fan. I watched every snap of his career. Plus, as you know, with Vayner Sports, we rep Aiden Hutchinson. Jalen Reeves made him. We have a good read on the Lions, so I have a very good read on who Aaron is as a man, how he's respected as a coach. I'm excited about it.
I think you should be excited about the Aaron Glenn aspect. You got a former great player coaching the team. There's excitement there. I like Gary's optimistic view there because there's been so much negativity, and rightfully so for a lot of reasons. But, some of the points that he makes there, I agree with, right? He used the term with Justin Fields, the best lottery ticket. I think that's what Fields is. He was the best of the options that were presented to the Jets as far as if you were going to move on from Aaron Rodgers. I also agree with him that there is going to be less spotlight on the Jets. And I don't think that's a bad thing. I think that's a good thing for a new regime as they're trying to basically establish what they're going to be. I do think it's important, no matter how we feel about this upcoming year, for this team to get off to a good start. So there's more buy-in from the fan base, but really the players as well. For a lot of players, it's, oh God, here we go again, another coach, right? After we went through a coach being fired midway through the season last year, GM getting fired, everything that was so bad last year, it's like, all right, we're putting all our faith in this guy who's never been a head coach before. Like, are we sure he's the right guy? And we're not going to know right away, but I think the players could tell that they have faith in who's leading them. So I think getting off to a good start is important for this regime. Rex Ryan started 3-0. There was so much buy-in from the fan base. It wasn't just his press conferences. He backed it up early. Could Aaron Glenn get this team off to a good start, right? That's what you want to see. Let's hope this team surprises. Less spotlight is the better. But eventually, you want to be in the spotlight because it means you're winning games. Like, Aaron Glenn wants to move in silence. The Jets, I don't think they could be awful in silence. Even when they aren't good, they're still going to get talked about because they're the Jets. As far as this point on the offensive line, Armand Membu pairing up with Olu Fashanu gives the Jets something they have not had in a very, very long time. 2 true bookend offensive tackles. And I'm very excited about what they could do. I need Membu to get a real number, as we see, courtesy of SNY here, some of the highlights that the media is allowed to film from camp because they're not allowed to show you the 11-on-11s. But I'm excited about Membu. I am. On paper, it's the best offensive line the Jets have had since the 2010 team, the 09 team, for sure. Christian writes in, Gary Vee needs to buy the Jets. He does. I think we all would like that, but I don't think it's happening anytime soon. But, the biggest reason for optimism is because of the guy you see on your screen. Because if Glenn is a real coach, this team will turn it around. Like, you can't be good in the NFL unless you have a really good coach. Now it's real when you see this. Like, there had been some photos that have emerged from, phase 1 and phase 2, they call it, of the offseason program. But this is official, coach coaching players. He's at minicamp. Rookie minicamp, but still. It really comes down to Glenn. And One thing we know about Aaron Glenn, he's very confident, and he's not afraid to make decisions. Time will tell if he's making the right ones, but there's no like wishy-washiness with Aaron Glenn. Like, he looks and sounds like a head coach. And I think if you're a Jet fan, you're rooting like hell for Glenn to be the guy because he's one of us and he wanted this job. And I'm sure this had to be a very cool moment for him going on right now, coaching this team in an official coaching capacity, right? Pads are on. There's actual jerseys that our players are wearing. That's the good stuff. So I appreciate Gary Vee's optimism because it's tough to be an optimistic Jet fan. But we're seeing this with the Knicks right now, right? Knicks never changed owners. Knicks just finally hired the right people. And you know what? The owner stayed out of the way. And that's the biggest thing now for Woody Johnson. Let Aaron Glenn do his thing. For better or worse, whatever they want to do, these are the people you hired. Let them do their job. And that to me is the biggest thing. It's no ownership interference. You hired these guys to do the job. You can't say that you're not responsible for the people that are in place. And that was a big thing behind the scenes, I told, that Woody never wanted to like acknowledge the fact that he had anything to do with Saleh or Douglas because they weren't, quote, his guys. Heard that from multiple people. It's like, well, you can't run from this, Woody. And that's why Woody felt fine firing Saleh, right? He's never fired a coach in season because in his eyes, well, I didn't hire him. Well, you hired this guy. So hopefully the guy you hired is truly the right guy to lead this team. We will do more focus on the specific things that are happening from minicamp later with Robbie Sabo. One thing I did want to highlight is apparently the Jets opened with 11-on-11s, which is something they have not done under Robert Saleh. So a little different there. Starting to start fast. Draft picks are participating in 11-on-11. That is something that the Jets did not do previously because they didn't want to risk injury. They're doing that with their rookies this time around. So, does it matter? Not really. I mean, it's May 9th, but it is cool that, you know, everyone's out there that they drafted from this draft class. And if you missed the announcement at the end of my second show, because this news broke during the show, the Jets announced that they have agreed to contracts with already 5 of their 7 players from the draft class, which is unusual. The only 2 players who have not signed their rookie deals are Mason Taylor and Arian Smith. Every other player has agreed to a contract. So that's pretty cool. And we also, by the way, I mentioned these numbers are not official, but the Jets themselves did post it. So I could pull it up on the screen here. Here are the uniform numbers for the Jets draft picks. Now, these are, once again, subject to change, and they better change because they're pretty ugly. I mean, Mason Taylor, I just confirmed it. He's wearing number 46, which you can't pick an uglier jersey number. Here it is right here. A.Z. Thomas is 23. Malachi Moore is 27. Taylor, 46. Francisco Mauigoa, who I guess goes by the nickname Kiko, he's 51. Armand Membu is 70. You saw that in the B-roll clip I played. Arian Smith is 82. And Tyler Barron is 94. I'm just reading this comment here from Peter Castro on Saleh. Saleh was useless, like having Beast as coach. I think Beastbreaker would be an excellent head coach, Peter Castro. You watch yourself. Also, before we get to the raffle winners, the Jets released their official UDFA signings. So these are the official guys that are on this roster. Here are the undrafted free agents that the Jets signed. We knew about, I think, pretty much all these guys. They were separately reported, but now it's official. Now, as far as guys that I personally believe have a chance to make the team, to me, the most obvious one is Caden Davis, the kicker they signed from Mississippi. If he's the best kicker, he'll be the kicker. You know, he'll be given a chance to compete with Greg Zuerlein, and then I think the Jets also have one other kicker on their roster. The other names that intrigue me, Donovan Edwards, just because he's the player I'm the most familiar with. Quentin Skinner is super, super fast. Wide receiver from Kansas. Special teams guy as well. We'll focus on Brady Cook because I think it's pretty much him versus Adrian Martinez for the quarterback job. And if you look at the quarterbacks that are at at this rookie minicamp, there's only two. Brady Cook, and they invited Adrian Martinez, who technically is still a rookie because he never played in the NFL. So there's your list at the rooks, the undrafted free agents that the Jets have officially signed. Ralphie says, I thought Malachi Moore was set to wear number 3. I could tell you these are not official numbers. These will change. Malachi Moore is only 27 for rookie minicamp. Go look at the numbers that Garrett Wilson and Sauce Gardner were wearing during their rookie minicamp. These are not official. So this will be subject to change. All right. Who wants the raffle? We ready? Are we excited? We got 5 prizes to give away. It's coming. Hit the like button, and I'll get the raffle underway. C, with a super chat, he cuts the line. Just saw Kaz's tweet that quarterbacks had GoPros on their helmets. Pretty cool. That is cool. That is very cool. Let me see if there's anything more to that. Quarterbacks had GoPros on their helmets. Interesting idea. I don't think I've seen that before. I would love to have that film for one of our film people to break down. Like, what is the quarterback seeing when they're going through their progressions? Because we know how hard it is to play the position. Just how hard is it when you actually get to see like what their perspective is on each read? I think that'd be pretty cool. Media can't film the 11 on 11s, so you're not going to see that, if that makes sense. All right. It's raffle time, folks. Here we go. Time to screen share. Let's get the wheel underway. We got 5 prizes we're giving out on the show, and we're giving them out right now.
It's time to announce the winners of the weekly Asmaniac raffle. Let's spin the Jake Asman Show Wheel of Champions and find out which Asmaniac is winning an epic prize.
Oh, it's epic, all right. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you all who support this show and make it possible for us to do these awesome raffle prizes, give these away. I have the list here. There's over 650 raffle entries by so many people who gifted a membership or sent in the required super chat. Of course, you know it by now. Our top prize is the full-sized Broadway Joe helmet. And since it's the best prize we've ever given, I'm saving the best for last. So, ladies and gentlemen, prize number 1 that we're giving away as we go from 5 to 1 is the signed Sauce Gardner jersey. So, hit the music. So much drama. You could feel it. It's time now to spin the wheel. Someone's going home with a Sauce jersey, autographed and authenticated. Ladies and gentlemen, here we go. The winner of our first prize, a autographed Sauce Gardner jersey, is Mimosa. Congratulations to Mimosa. We will send that out to her estate down in Florida later today. Ladies and gentlemen, that's one winner. We still have time for 4 more winners. Prize number 2 is a signed Aaron Glenn photo. My music stopped. I forgot to loop it. Hold on. The music's back. Here we go. All right, who's going to win? We find out right now. The winner of the Aaron Glenn signed photo is Meadowman. Meadowman, I don't know if I have your information. Please message me on Discord if you're a Patreon user, or email me. My email is in the description. It's asmanjake@gmail.com. Meadowman, congratulations. Okay. We still got more prizes to give away. And prize number 3 is a signed helmet by Jets Hall of Famer, number 73 himself, Joe Klecko. So, spin the wheel again, shall we? The winner of our Klecko helmet is Dylan Terraman. Hey, congrats, Dylan. I know Dylan wanted the Fields helmet, but I'll tell you what, getting the helmet of a Hall of Famer to put on the display when Dylan gets to call in to our show every week as our weekly Wednesday guest, not too shabby. Dylan, congratulations. You're the winner of the Klecko helmet. All right, here we go. The winner of the Justin Fields signed helmet is... find out right now. Spin the wheel. Here we go. The winner is Sean Cora. Sean, congrats on the prize. I don't know if I have your info. I don't recognize the name as a Discord guy. Please reach out. And if anyone sees Sean's name in the chat, let him know that he won a prize so we can track down our winner here. Sean, congratulations. Which means the stage is now set for our final prize. A full-sized throwback Broadway Joe helmet. A helmet that is massive. The box is incredible. The display case comes included. The certificate of authenticity comes included. It is the best prize we have ever given out. But only one can win it. We're going to find out who's going to win it right now. It's time, folks. Many of you want this, but there could be only one winner. And that winner is... Peter Castro. Yes. Congrats to the great Peter Castro. Peter, you better wear this helmet at least once when you call in. I would say this is great karma because Peter Castro's an OG Jet fan. He saw Namath play. And now, the great Peter Castro is getting our most expensive prize we have ever given away on the show. Congratulations, Peter. And selfishly, I'm glad it's you because lower shipping costs to send it to Westchester, New York than, hell, we had people in from Australia in this raffle. Congratulations, Peter. That's awesome, man. You are the winner of our top prize. I will get that sent out to you this weekend for sure. Give it up to all our winners. Once again, Mimosa, the signed sauce jersey. Meadowman, the Aaron Glenn photo. Dylan Terraman, the Joe Klecko helmet. Sean Coran, the Justin Fields helmet. And the Peter Castro, the winner of the full-sized Broadway Joe throwback helmet. Wow. Hell yeah, that's awesome. Again, Congrats to our winners. Castro's in the chat. He's writing, thank you, thank you, thank you. He wrote, love it. And I think I saw right before I spun the wheel for the final time, Castro wrote in, I want it. Well, guess what? Sometimes you can get what you want, baby. Hell yeah.
The freaking New York Jets. So we're built for this shit.
Well deserved. Peter Castro also incredibly optimistic about the Jets season, so that's awesome. All right. If you missed the announcement at the start of the show, I already have announced the top prize in next week's raffle. That was the 25th raffle we've done since December 1st. Here's the top prize for raffle 26. Signed throwback Aaron Glenn jersey. This is the jersey Glenn wore when he was a rookie with the Jets. Love it. So gift away, and you'll have a chance to win. I'm also contemplating adding, in honor of the Knicks playoff run right now, a Knicks prize or two to the raffle. So depending on how many memberships we get, I'll get a little feel for what I could purchase for the raffle. Appreciate all of you for the support. Let's open up the Gusbuster Umbrella Hotline right now. So call in if you want in on the conversation. Anything is on the table. And reminder, Robbie Sabo joins us today in the 4 p.m. Eastern hour, and we'll go more in-depth on his observations and takeaways from rookie minicamp when he comes on with us. With that said, the Gusbuster Umbrella Hotline is officially open. If you want to buy the #1 umbrella in the universe, go to gusbuster.com and make sure you use promo code Jake25 for a discount at checkout. To your calls we go. First up today is
Good morning, Jake.
hello, Kyle.
A little rainy day today, but we got football out there on the field, so not too shabby.
I'm surprised they went indoors today. I figured that Aaron Gunn would be on Macho Man Glenn, and they would be outside in the rain, but they went indoors.
Yeah, I mean, I think there's a little bit of perception out there that Aaron has kind of a chip on his shoulder, but there's no need for these guys to get hurt in the first day.
Yeah, I agree. I was just kind of kidding.
But yeah, I mean, you're right with those numbers, though. Some of them are terrible, like
grotesque. 46 is the ugliest number ever for a guy who's going to be what we believe a major skill player in this offense.
Yeah, I mean, like some of these, other tight ends. I think maybe Tyler Warren wore something similar in college, and then like Dallas Clark maybe wore something similar with Indy. But 46, come on, man,
gross. I have a better chance of being signed by the Jets than Mason Taylor does of actually having 46 be his permanent number. There's no way.
Yep. Yeah. So I guess my only question is, what are we looking for by the end of today? Are we just looking for no negatives? Are we looking for
no injuries?
No injuries, right? Are we looking for players to really impress in their initial impressions? I would hope that we would see Membu out the gate kind of look the part a little bit. Where
I saw some tweets that he did, for what it's worth. Honestly, you know what I'm looking for? Just more on just what were the vibes like? What was the energy like at practice? Some of the quotes we get from some of the players afterwards, are
they buying in? Right?
Yeah. Can we get what's it been like? I'd like to hear from someone like Arian Smith a little more. Hey, what have the Jets told you about what your role could be here? You start to kind of get a feel for these players and really these coaches. And I do think both coordinators are going to speak this weekend, and I'm more intrigued by that than anything else.
And then the other guy that you want to hear more about their role on the defensive side would probably be AZ, right? Because
definitely.
And I don't know if they're going to move Stevens to safety. Like they lost Eccles, they lost Reed, they lost some guys that were a little bit further down the depth chart, I believe, right? So they have a need for corners, and guys get hurt all the time. You see it, right? Like it's going to be a strength of our team. It looks like that's what we're hoping, and it looks like offensive line is going to be a strength of our team because we've got a little bit of depth there on the interior. With that signing from the Packers with Josh Myers and with the Okorafor, like there are some things to really like about this team, and then there are some things to really hate about this team. The uncertainty at quarterback, the lack of real weapons in the pass catching room, and then other than the hope you're holding out for Taylor and the established Garrett Wilson, right? I'm excited to get some of these kids out there and to see what some of the feedback is, but I can't wait until the end of July, man. That's when it really starts to heat up.
That's the real thing, and that's about it. I think what we're looking for is just kind of the start of what this new regime is about, what this coaching staff's about. No injuries. Someone please ask Mason Taylor when he's going to be able to change his number, and then we go from there.
That's it. And congratulations to all the winner. They deserve it. Some of the more generous people on the show, Mimosa, and of course Rick Kent is always some of the more generous people. Congratulations and good luck in the upcoming raffles. I'll talk to you guys.
Ladies and gentlemen, the great Kyle Clifton starting us off. I got open phone lines for any of you who want in on the conversation. Rich says, get those likes up. Hell yeah. Smash the like button if you're one of the 254 people that are tuned in live. Joshua says, I like Glenn not wasting his time like Salah with beard dye. You think Salah dyed his beard? Is that like a known thing? I don't think he dyed his beard. So, are you giving props to Aaron Glenn because he's not using Just for Men? He's all about the gray. Look, I'm all for being optimistic. That's going to get you going. I mean, God bless. God bless. A couple of tweets I saw from Jets reporters at Rookie Minicamp that are maybe worth mentioning. Donovan Edwards apparently looked explosive from people who were there. The QB3 battle is going to be between Adrian Martinez and Brady Cook. According to Nick Faria, you see the intentionality with Aaron Glenn and his staff, whatever that means. Very communicative and process-oriented. I love you, Nick, but I can't draw any conclusions to rookie minicamp. GTA says, I heard Lazard started playing soccer at practice. Dylan thinks that Salah definitely had beard dye. Really? I don't know. I just think Salah had a beard. What do I know, though? Open phone lines for those of you who want in on the show. Again, congrats to our 5 raffle winners. Mimosa with the sauce jersey. Metal Man, the AG photo. Dylan, the Klecko helmet. Sean, the Fields helmet. And the top prize, Peter Castro, the winner of the full-sized Broadway Joe throwback helmet.
Wade, this is for you. Oh, shit.
I am requesting Peter Castro to wear the full-sized helmet and ride the bike again. I'm requesting it. It's a must. Emmanuel says Taylor has star written all over him. Does he? He's a 4th-round pick who struggled with catching the ball. I mean, I hope you're right. Jamal says, I know Sal will have a top 5D this year. I mean, he's back in the role that he's clearly the best suited to do, be a defensive coordinator. And he went to a good team. He went to the team that he had major success with in his first stint as their DC. That's how he became a head coach. Peter Castro says that the die went to Salah's brain. Alan is accusing Mimosa of rigging the system. I don't think she rigged the system. I think she just donates memberships and has more chances to win. Mimosa's awesome. How dare you? Emmanuel, Glenn may transform Clemens. Emmanuel, I love the optimism, but you're telling me that Arian Smith's going to be a star and that Michael Clemens is going to be transformed? Come on. I think people will rally behind your Arian Smith point. You're going to lose the audience if you're going to try and argue that Michael Clemens is going to somehow be this transformative player. And Villette, Steven's going to be a really good corner. I think he might be a safety. Rich says, I've had the King Lowski song in my melon all morning. It's a great song. Beastbreaker says, Clemens is a bum and should be flipping burgers at Burger King. Let's check in with Beast right now. Beast, you think Michael Clemens should be flipping burgers?
I think so. I think Dave Brigger should just get him the job at BK and tell him, here you go. Put the burger on the grill, put the season on, and flip. Every 3 minutes, up, get it prepared. Here you go. Bun, burger, cheese, lettuce, tomato, pickle. Here you go. Wrap, out. 1, 2, 3. Simple. Easy as cake.
Okay.
It's not sex. It's a burger, a hamburger. And one more thing on there. Put the cheese on the damn burger. And here, put the fries into the damn thing. Put it in the bag. Get it out. And make sure you pay up too. It's gonna run you $7 or $8. $8 for everything. Fries, Whopper, and a drink. Here you go. Put your $8 right here. All right, there you go. 1, 2, 3. Get it out. And one more thing. Oh, Jake, did you get that DVD? Yes, no, maybe.
So I believe it's at Yankee Stadium. I have a call today with House Steinbrenner to go over how I'm going to pick it up.
Oh, and make sure you put that $50 wisely.
Oh, absolutely.
That will
I'm going to give memberships in your honor, Beast.
Yes, this is my first, and I've never done nothing like this before, but I've seen everybody else do it. So you know what? I'm going to put that in for my first, and I might do one more. But you know what that is? I might do a 5.
Wow.
I might do a 5. You don't know when. You don't know where. You'll just have to wait and see.
Anthony's wants to know about your carnivore diet, Beast. How is that going?
Looking great. I lost about 9 pounds. And yesterday, Jake, when you saw me sleeping, I was trying to catch up on Z's. I didn't get much sleep last night because a certain somebody was throwing threats on my telephone. Not going to mention the name. It's inappropriate, and I'm not going to waste my breath on it. I'm going to enjoy today and go shopping. As a matter of fact, I got to go get cheese anyway. Today's Friday. You know what that is? You know what that means? It's enjoying time. And you see me cutting grass. That was an easy job. I got $25 for that deal.
Who paid you $25?
Yeah, 25. 25's nothing. You know you say that? $25? That's chump change. That's fine. It's fine. 25. So what? Don't worry about it.
So who gave you the $25?
My one friend Duke. He paid me a good shot because when you're running up and down that damn line in the suburbs, let me give you a hint. That grass in the suburbs is long and it's tough. I mean, but yeah, I could get used to that. It's not that hard. All you gotta do is just put your legs into it. Put your leg into it. And yesterday when he saw me in bed, I was shot like I was like blown out of a cannon. That's why you tried getting me up, and I was like, whoa. Like, I didn't even know what the hell planet I was even on. I didn't know if I was on Mars, Uranus, Jupiter, or Saturn, or even Pluto. Let's go to our next caller. I gotta go take my, you know what? Got a little headache this morning.
You're the only caller online, Beast.
Well, fine. I'll take the deal. I'm not gonna bitch and whine. Hey, Mother's Day's around the corner. Do we still have that Mother's Day thing for the gabagoo? Do we still have that, or is that gone now?
What Mother's Day thing?
Do you remember a while back you showed me a thing of Mother's Day gabagoo, the whole gabagoo around the thing, and I'm like, oh, I like that. I must have heard. And I also was checking some things out. These rookies, these new kids that just signed. Why did Mason Taylor get 46? Why did he get 46?
I think we'll change it.
Yeah, to what number? What number should he be at?
I think he should wear 86, like what he wore in college.
I think it's just about appropriate because sure they're the rookies, but okay, let's see how these kids do first. But if they don't stand up to par, then they're just gonna have to go. But okay, we signed them, but let's see what these kids can bring to the table. What I want to see what they can do for run, speed, agility, and also, that little extra 10% that they can drive in there. When it comes to running the ball, you gotta hold it and put your driving it like, raw. You know what I mean by that? You gotta look like scary enough to take an eye out.
Beast, your mom's watching the show. She goes, for my Mother's Day gift, can you move out of the matter?
This sounds fake. I could definitely tell who this is.
Who do you think it is?
I definitely know. I got it all scouted out. See, all you got to do is brain alert. It's not hard every day. Let me just tell you this. I've watched Short Circuit for many, many years. And sure, I know about the robots and all that. But I know more than that guy.
Oh, he left. He thought he was being sent to the hole. Seriously, there is actually no one on hold right now. So open phone lines if you want in. Speak of the devil, David Atkins has just called in. Hello, David.
Hey, Jake. Great to see you.
What's up, David?
Hey, man. Had a great time at the draft party. I met all the legends. Barbarossa, Mimosa, Purple Bell Mike. It was just a great time, man.
It was great having you there. I'm so glad you were able to make it.
Hey, man. Hey, tell Peter Castro, the legend. I've been watching your show for a year. I didn't really get on until about after 6 months, but I'll trade him my Richard Todd for that Joe Namath helmet.
That's crazy. You got a Richard Todd jersey. I was not expecting that.
I don't know how I got this thing, man. I've had it but anyway, I was gonna let you know. I've got a special edge rusher. Me and my dog Peanut suffered so much the last 2 years, and now he's pissed off, and I'm gonna make a little ritual. I may have to change my camera, but I want to show you him attack this New York Giant right here. So here we go. Let me change my camera setting. I don't know how to do that. Well, can't see him. Here he is. Can you see that, Jake?
Yes.
He's got his Jets 00. Hey, Peanut. You're going to chew thunder and spit nails for Beast Breaker. Let's go get the vacuum cleaner. Come on. There he is. Go get him. Attack him. Get him. He's a giant. Get him. Get the vacuum cleaner. Get him. We got to have a better season this year. New York Giants.
David, unfortunately, your camera froze. We see Peanut, but it froze like right at the beginning when you first showed him. So we can't see anything right now. We just see a frozen image of your dog.
Oh, man. Hang on, Jake.
Now we see you.
You see me now? Okay, there he is. Peanut, come here. Come here, buddy. Come here. Peanut, get the vacuum cleaner. Go get him. Go get him. There he is. Come here. Go get him. Go get him. Wrong way. Now you can see. Go get him.
Yep, there we go.
There you go. Get him, Peanut. Get him. Here he is. Get that Peanut. Get him. Get him. Get him. Get him. Okay, Jay. That's just.
I love it. Great call, David. This is what we needed on a Friday. We need that Friday energy
every week, and I'll put a quarterback up there. But anyway, he's pretty pumped up. Take it easy, man.
You got it. Great call, David. That's awesome. Man, That is, as Curly writes in, peak May Jets content. How is Curly not a channel member? We have no membership for Curly Norm. By the way, Mother's Day is coming up. All right. Be careful with your Mother's Day gifts. JT, LOL, dogs hate vacuums. We know who loves vacuums, though. Gary's wife. Best Valentine's gift she's ever received. Robert says 46 is a long snapper number. Yeah, Mason Taylor will not wear 46 when the games actually count. Comments, questions, super chats. They cut the line. Jet Jarl says, have Gary suggest where we could get the best vacuum cleaners for our wives. Joshua says that Beastbreaker eats 8 meals a day as a bodybuilder of fat. That's not true. I don't believe that. Beast, this isn't true, right?
Hell no! Is this guy serious? You know what? Just for that comment, I know where definitely I'm gonna send him. A one-way ticket, you know where. Open up the hole, please. Now look what you done, Joshua Rar. No more protection from the ASMANIACS. Had to pull you out of the chat and cast you down with a sodomite. Sometime down here will make you feel like you've been run over by a lane train. You understand me? You catch my drift? Give him 24 hours to think about it.
Now look what you've done. No more protection from the ASMANIACS. Had to pull you out of the chat and cast you down with the sodomites. Some time in here will feel like you've been run over by the lane train. You understand me? You catch my drift? Give him another 24 hours to think about it.
Lights out. I like this look. It's very spontaneous. Except for the walls, they can sure use a little paint, a little cleaning up. But I'm not a paint expert, and I don't do drywall either. I'm not a construction worker. No. I leave that to the construction workers who do the work. If you want to do a job, how about you get off your ass and do it yourself? As a matter of fact, in about another 25 more minutes, I'm going to go over to the store and go get me some fresh stuff. And it's called fruits and veggies and a salad. A man's choice is a man's best friend. And if you want a good vacuum, you go with Shark. You go with Shark. Shark may run you $200, but you know what? That Shark can actually do a hell of a lot of things. It can clean floors. It can clean carpets. It can do anything. It can always work. It's great. It's a good investment. Try it out sometime. Go get it at the store. You can get them at Target. You can also get it at also Lowe's or anywhere else. But do spend wisely. Shark is $200. It's a good vacuum. It works and it's great.
All right. How about this from Mike D's Nuts? I will give Beast credit for consistently coming up with bizarre bullcrap. That's well said. Sean says this guy reminds me of Crazy Eddie. Tom A says Hoover is a goat vacuum. Jay says I'm using a Shark right now. Love it. All right. We're going to debut a new segment on the show right now. It was designed to get us through the lean months of very little football news. Although this afternoon, Sabo is joining us for a live reaction from minicamp, which is great. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for Ask Jake Anything.
It's time for Ask Jake Anything. Ask about New York sports, Can't afford a therapist? Maybe Jake can help. We can even discuss if the moon landing was real. Seriously, ask Jake anything.
Anything can be asked. So write it in, and I will answer. Real quick, Armand Membu says he met Olu Fashanu this week and is excited to work with him. Armand Membu on signing his rookie deal yesterday. Quote, I looked at all those zeros. I didn't realize how much money I was getting. It's got to be kind of nuts, right? One signature and you're all of a sudden a millionaire. Purple Belt Mike says, Jake, what's your favorite vacuum? I'm going to withhold a definitive answer until I hear what vacuum Gary purchased for his wife. And that will be my answer. Until then, it's whatever vacuum that Mrs. Bones is using in this video.
Oh, Mr. Bonesy.
That's my favorite vacuum. Jimbo, does Parts Unknown do Jets and Knicks and Yankees as well? They do, I think, every sport. I have purchased Knicks and Yankees jerseys from there. JT says, what do you think it will take for Membu to rip his college number away from the legend Tanzel Smart? Tanzel Smart's not on the Jets anymore. Tom Ace writes in, would you ban Belichick's girlfriend from the entire state of North Carolina? No, I want her to be around the program as much as possible. I want her to destroy anything Belichick touches. Ruin his legacy. What a crazy story that is, huh? For those who missed it, she's reportedly now banned from the UNC football facility. And Belichick's family is concerned that she's hurting Bill's legacy. That was the report from Pablo Torre, who used to be with ESPN for a long time, is now part of like Dan Le Batard's podcast network. Let's see. We're in the middle of Ask Me Anything, so fire away. Jake, where's Charles? I don't know, man. I can't speak for Gorman. He's a busy guy. Mama Beastbreaker, do I still have my wisdom teeth? I do not. I got my wisdom teeth out late, though. A new Q, you're on death row. What's your last meal? It's got to be some chicken parm and pasta, right? Where you at, Gary? Adam is too cool. What position did you dream of playing in the NFL? I never had a dream of playing in the NFL. If I could be any position in the NFL, I would need some background. It's like, would you rather be a good quarterback or a great defensive end? I think it's an interesting conversation. Quarterback, you make more money. But defensive end, if you're one of the top guys of your position, like, that's pretty cool. Gator says, what's more likely, Jets win the Super Bowl this year or Zach Wilson starting a playoff game? It's Zach Wilson starting a playoff game because the scenario that happens is Tua's healthy and then maybe he gets hurt late in the year and the Dolphins are still able to get into the playoffs and they had no choice but to start Zach. That to me is more likely than the Jets winning the Super Bowl. It will not be because, Zach is just great and they go to him over Tua or something. Matthew Smith, do I like charcuterie boards? Whatever Tanzel Smart likes, I like. Galatron, what's your go-to breakfast item to eat in the morning? I never really eat breakfast that often, but when I do, it's a bacon, egg, and cheese. Boomtown, do the Islanders trade Dobson if they take a defenseman? Not necessarily. JT, where did your Jets fandom come from? My dad. There was no choice. He grew up such a big Jet fan. Like there was no way I was going to root for a different team. Kyle Clifton says, "Where do babies come from?" We'd have to ask Charles Gorman this question. He was led to believe that babies came from the stork. And you know what? He might be right. He just might be right. What else do we have here? Crazy that Jaden Higgins became the first second rounder to get a fully guaranteed deal. The Texans always do things that I have to imagine piss off other owners. Right? They blew the Stingley market, the corner market, out of proportion by giving him $30 million a year. Right? They sign all their guys for preposterous money. Like Nick Caserio is like an agent's dream. Jaden Higgins becomes the first second rounder to get his contract guaranteed. That's crazy. Eric says, would you rather have a Jets Super Bowl or Knicks championship and a Yankees World Series? So I get a Jets Super Bowl or I get both a Knicks championship and Yankees World Series in the same year. Is that the question? I think I'd take Jets Super Bowl, to be honest, because the Jets are my number one. I wouldn't complain about either of these scenarios, by the way. That's the question. If it's like, which one of my teams do I want to see win a championship the most first? It's the Jets. But it's not like I wouldn't love it to be thrilled with a Knicks and Yankees title. New Q, do I own any stocks/crypto? I have stocks. I don't have crypto. Robert Morris, what dorm did you live in here at Ithaca? Emerson Hall for both my freshman and sophomore year, which was rare because they didn't let freshmen in Emerson Hall until my first year. We got lucky. Boomtown, any more bachelor parties planned this summer north of the border? Unfortunately, that was a one-off, Boom, but I did enjoy your native land. Jake, will Max Fried win the Cy Young Award? If he stays healthy, he's the favorite. I'm going to say yes. Why not? Knock on some wood for his health. Fried's been incredible. Tom Ace writes in, have you ever been involved in a Nigerian princess scam? I have not. But I know someone who has. And let's just say you don't want to be involved in that.
Right now, what I need to have happen, Charles, I need you to put on the Gorman tank. It's Friday. The vibes are high. Put on the Charles Gorman-inspired Jake Asman Show tank top for the people.
I will maybe next week.
What? Put it on. Put it on. Oh, my God, he's doing it.
Football is back, bitches.
Give us one more spin around, all right?
Give us the full modeling.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Thanks for the ass. Yeah, we appreciate it.
Charles, would you like to respond to Gator? He says you look like you combed your hair with a pack of firecrackers. How come you didn't congratulate him?
I did on the baby. Yeah, he had a.
You didn't say this, though.
Hey, congrats on the sex.
Congrats on the sex. Oh, my God.
Yeah, how do you think babies are made?
No, it's funny. True story. When I was a kid, I actually thought I came from a stork. I shit you not, man. Like, you know, when you have all these dreams and shit, it's like, you know, here you go, here's your baby. That's what I thought happened to me when I was a kid.
So to be clear, you were not acquired via stork, right?
Yes, I was biologically made by my mother and father.
Dennis Gorman?
And my mother, Roseanne.
Shout out to them. They did a great job with you, Charles.
Was it sweet and passionate, or are you unaware of those details?
Why do I need to know those details?
I don't know. Maybe it would have. I mean, you wanted to know whether it was stork or baby making, so I don't know. Just figured you'd want intricate levels of detail.
My parents made love twice. They gave birth to my brother, and they gave birth to me.
Okay. Thank you very much for clearing that up.
What a moment. Team Curry wants to know who wins 100 Asmaniacs versus a gorilla. I mean, the gorilla wouldn't even break a sweat. Let's be real. T-Tow gifted a membership. Reminder, we had our raffle at the top of the show. Peter Castro won our top prize ever, the full-size Broadway Joe helmet. Justin Fields helmet went to Sean Coron. Sean, please reach out. Dylan won the Joe Klecko helmet. Metal Man won the Aaron Glenn photo. And Mimosa won the signed Sauce jersey. Jimbo wants to know, we're doing Ask Jake Anything here to wrap up the show because none of you have called in today. And reminder, we're back with Sabo in the 4 p.m. hour for a recap of minicamp. He was there. Rookie minicamp. Where did I get my hat? This was from the Jet shop on their website. Favorite cheese. I'm an American guy. Sean, did you go to your prom? I did. I actually went to prom twice. I went to mine, and then I went to the prom the following year and the year after I graduated. Eric says, who'd win in a fight, Bobby or Charles? I think it's Bobby. Bobby's just angrier. Charles is too nice. Jake, would you steal Belichick's girlfriend? I think she's a little crazy. She'd be too controlling. And you're trying to control this show. Be tough. When is the 24-hour stream? Probably never. Unless we get it like sponsored. I'd want to do like a 24-hour stream for like charity or something. Ralphie, who's your favorite all-time Islander? Matt Martin. Brian says, what's going to happen with Michael Clemens? Who's the poor fellow that has to tell him he's cut? Hopefully Barron plays well enough this summer that the Jets trust Tyler Barron to be in the Michael Clemens role. Jay says, when will you stop sending Charles Gorman money? Apparently never. That's a debt that I don't think I ever could pay off, apparently. Sean says, who's your all-time favorite basketball player? All-time? Eddie Curry. No, I'm just kidding. I mean, I think it's Jalen Brunson right now. I mean, Peter Castro, Mickey Mantle, or Soto. Come on, Peter. Who's better all time? It's Mickey. Soto's on his way to being a Hall of Famer, but it's Mickey Mantle. Taylor Ringo's watching the show on X. What's up, Taylor? 24-hour stream with guests and sponsors would be insane. I've had the idea. It would need to be planned strategically. Like, we'd have to have guests on each hour. Like, because sitting in this chair for 24 hours, there's going to be, at some point, a point where I have to get up and, like, walk around. What's the most money you'd spend on tickets for any event? A Jet Super Bowl ticket, there is no price. There's nothing I wouldn't pay to be in the building. I'd take out a loan if I had to. Who would win, the entire field of 64 from Asmaniac Madness or a gorilla? The gorilla. Alan says, having lunch with Charles changed my life. It lightened my wallet, too. He should have ordered more food and really lighten your wallet. Rich says, hit the like button. Tom Ace, Dennis Gorman, 2-time sex champion. That's right. Eric, Jordan or LeBron? I think LeBron's had the longest prime of any athlete ever, but I think Jordan is, in his peak, the better player. Peter says, Jake, best Jets running back ever? I mean, to me, it's Curtis Martin. Guy's in the Hall of Fame. Which, by the way, I'm going to do it right now. I already told you what prize 1 is for our raffle. Prize 2 is a signed Curtis Martin jersey with the Hall of Fame inscription on there, making it more valuable. So if you're a Curtis Martin fan you now have a chance to win a signed jersey of his so you could frame it for the man cave. So Glenn jersey, Curtis Martin jersey. I'm thinking about making the third prize a Knicks item. Favorite Jet ever? Probably Revis. Or Mangold. Current player, it's Garrett Wilson. Joshua says, what smells worse, a morgue or Bobby's apartment? Probably Bobby's apartment, based on some of the reports I heard about it. T-Town, how many games and who takes it? Thunder versus Knicks. I hope we get to have this conversation. Knicks would be huge underdogs. Great. If they made it to the NBA Finals, I think they had already proven that that don't mean a thing. Jersey Jet, have I considered getting an e-bike to get around the city? I have not. Anthony, I'd mortgage my house to see the Jets in the Super Bowl. 100%. There's not a price I wouldn't pay to go. Also, some exciting news. I am officially going to Game 3 tomorrow afternoon at MSG. Let's go, Knicks. Jay says, Bobby's apartment or Beast Attic? Where would I rather live or what smells worse? Ryan says, Jake, soft taco or hard shell? I like both, to be honest with you, Ryan. From Taco Bell, though, I'm going hard shell. Purple Belt Mike, has Revis ever been on the show? Yes. You don't remember this? You know what, Mike? I guess you weren't listening then. You weren't a listener then. Not only did Revis come on the show, he came on the show right after I had Klecko on, which remember, Revis had the issue with Klecko before the Hall of Fame ceremony. That started on this show. Revis didn't like something that Klecko said to him when they both found out that they were going to Canton together. And then Klecko came on the show and was complimentary of Revis, and people were like, why is Revis mad at Klecko? He didn't say anything bad in the interview. And it wasn't anything he said on this show, but apparently the two cleared the air, but that all was litigated on the show. We had Klecko on Monday and Revis on Wednesday. That the date of the Revis interview was June 28th, 2023. Follow me on Instagram at Jake Asman, by the way. Yeah, we had Revis Island on. Emmanuel says, I love that jersey, have an unsigned one. Well, Emmanuel, you're in our next raffle for 2 for a chance to win a signed Curtis Martin jersey. So good luck, and I hope you win. Appreciate your support. Adam is too cool. Other than the UK, what country would you want the Jets to play in? Canada. Waffles or pancakes? Ooh, this is tough. Pancakes. Not easy. You got to respect a great troll question here from Dixon. Peanuts or almonds? Both will make me deathly sick, so it doesn't matter. But I appreciate the super chat. Matthew says LeBron isn't even top 10 all time. Matthew, I got to be honest. You might be one of the dumber people that tunes into the show. We appreciate it. But so it's nice to know that there are people out there that are significantly dumber than we all are. So we appreciate it. Jets in Australia would be great. Yeah, hell yeah. It'd be a great reason to go check out Australia and hang out with Craig and Sarah. And Hirsch and Jersey. We have a lot of Australia listeners. And AJF would have to fly home to meet us. Dylan says, will I regret not hitting a Patriots fan with my golf cart on the course? Yes. Tackle his ass. Jay says, do I think the Knicks can finish off the sweep? I'm not going to count them out now. How could I? I think Boston's winning one of the games, though. I can't picture it being too easy. You're going to sweep them? If they win tomorrow, then Boston might be checked out for game 4. If they lose tomorrow, this idea that, Boston's got them right where they want, no, they still got to win 2 more games. And then the Knicks have been an excellent road team. And we know Boston late in these games, they have melted. They have not handled pressure well. So I don't subscribe to this thought that's out there. Oh, but the Celtics just need to win tomorrow, and then their confidence is back, and they're going to roll from that point on. I don't buy that. We saw a fundamental issue play out in the first 2 games. I don't think you could just shake that with one good performance. Beastbreaker says, my studio is global and private only. What studio, Beast?
This is not just your ordinary studio. This is global. Everything that you see is global, and that comes from everywhere. England, Deutschland, France, Sweden, including Poland, and everywhere else I go to. See, you don't see the facts? Look at all this right here. Mother Greece, England, Cruz Azul, and who else there? That's El Chivas from Mexico. That's global. See, that's the difference. See, there's national, there's global. Look at the 2 differences. Read them and weep. If you can't read them and weep, get your cards off the table and go to the next table. It's not a game. This is a game of poker, not 7-card stud. Jesus Christ. As a matter of fact, I'm going to do a shot right about now. Sweet. Not much easy and miss. What's your Hispanic ethnicity? Jet Charo. Spanish amigo. We just had Cinco de Mayo. Mother's Day's coming up. Think about your mother, kid. As a matter of fact, I got to go do something right now and have a little bit of fun. No, Boomtown, I've not left America yet. I'm not going anywhere yet because right now we got too much turmoil going on in our country. So we're going to have to wait. Don't you read the newspapers? We're going to read them once in a while. It's called, you ever hear of get one of these? This is called an Android. It's an IR-14 from Cricket. Get one of these once in a while. They're gonna run you $100. Not hard to go get a damn phone, for Christ's sake. Now I gotta get out of here. I got better things. No, Joey's right now having a sleep right now. Thank you very much. And as they say from Yan can't cook, if Yan can't cook, so can you. Jajin, meaning goodbye in Chinese. Jajin.
Two inspiring people we just saw on the screen. Peacebreaker and now Aaron Glenn. All right. Last chance here to ask me anything before we wrap up our show. Jake, what's your favorite casino game? Favorite casino game, huh? Blackjack. Easy. Ryan wants to know, Beast, do you do self-checkout or stand in line? Excellent question. I hope to one day ask Beast this. Matthew, clams or oysters? Well done, sir. Neither. Shellfish allergy, sadly, for those who don't know that reference. Dylan, are you going to London again? I hope so. I don't know yet, though. I need to see when exactly that date is for the London game. Now, I had been saying for a while, I heard it was the Jaguars, but then it was pointed out to me that the Jets are the home team in London, so it wouldn't make sense because the Jacksonville's are a road schedule game. So now I think it's probably the Browns just going through it. So we will see. Bo gifted 10 memberships. Shout out to you, Bo. And if you missed the announcement, our top prizes in Raffle 26 next week, after we gave away 5 this morning, is the signed Curtis Martin jersey and the signed Aaron Glenn jersey. And I'm thinking about a Knicks prize. Let me know in the chat. Would you be more willing to enter the raffle if there was a non-Jet related prize and it was a New York Knicks prize in honor of the playoffs going on right now? 10 memberships, though, from Bo C. Let's tell you who won the names, ladies and gentlemen. But first, we play this.
Fuck you, Alan.
All right, here we go. 10 names from Bo C. Aaron Daniels, Mr. K, Keenan Good, Atlanta Jet fan, Andrew Kennedy, MJ, Judge Genna, Gilbert Farmer, all receiving channel memberships. Bo C's a Lakers fan, so that would not get him intrigued. But the other Jet prizes do. We appreciate your support as always, Bo C. Poochie, have you ever won a championship playing sports? Yes. I've won a CYO basketball title. I've won my last ever Little League game. I went 2 for 3 with 2 steals. We won the Little League championship. That was fun. I had a base hit in our. I think that I don't remember the score. I remember we scored like 6 or 7 runs though. Matthew says the real question is, could Beast stand in line long enough without his legs giving out? I think he could. Jake, are you engaged to Carly? I don't see a ring on my finger. At first, I thought you wrote Corley, like Malachi Corley. Jake coached my camp basketball team to a chip. Yes, Coach Jake won many titles. The 2014 Erie Bayhawks. I guess that was our team name. Were my hits bunts? No, they were not. The last one I remember was like a line drive, like the stuff you dream about. Great contact. Great moment. Jake can't play basketball anymore because of his creaky knees. No, I can't play basketball anymore because I suck. The only good aspect of my basketball game was I was a decent shooter from one spot on the court. From the baseline 3 or the baseline mid-range, I was very good. Every other aspect of my game, I was not. Ralphie wants a Charles Oakley game-worn jockstrap to be auctioned. Raffled away. Rumblings of the London game is October 12th versus Denver. So we shall see. Dixon says, who would win a pink lemonade chug-off, Matthew Smith or Beast? Matthew Fruity Smith would win that, I believe. All right. I think we're done here. Hold on. I see Beast flailing his arms. Yes, Beast?
The hair club for men? Yeah. Seems like you'll need it. Oh, hello, everybody. How are we all doing tonight? Oh, I'm going to call you back. So how we feeling?
Who are you on the phone with?
What?
Who are you on the phone with?
Just business people. Business. Just business.
Hair club for men?
Fancy. What happened?
Hair club for men?
No. The person was looking for a hair club for men. I'm like, why don't you try looking for soft Fesman? That was from the 90s. So I'm having a little bit of fun today for some weird reason. Oh, I took a picture. Little Joey popped his head in here again, and I took the snapshot. You know how you do it like private detective, like one of these, and go just like that. That's like being a private detective. I don't play Clue. Hair club, Mike. The hair club for men, that's been around for years, son. I'm sure that does hot dye and all the other stuff. But okay, I'm gonna put the poll up. Who's gonna win Game 3 tomorrow? Is it gonna be our boys or is it gonna be those pansy ass Celtics? Let's put the thing up right now. The poll. Put the poll up. Is it gonna be the Celtics or is it gonna be the Knicks? Nate, you better not hit anybody in traffic.
I'll do it, Beast. Tell me who.
Don't hit anybody.
Tell me who.
Don't hit any. Control yourself when you're riding the bike.
Bro, if I see anyone that looks anything like you, I'm taking them out. I promise you. If I see anyone that looks anything like you with that little rat tail on the back, weighing about 440, I'm taking them out. I'm taking them out. I swear to God. I'll do it.
Don't even try.
I'll do it.
You don't want to injure me.
I'll do it. Yeah, you know, Beast.
Where are you located?
We're in Central Park, sir. We're in Central Park South, 59th Street.
Something like this. It's been a long time since I've seen something like this. It's quite fascinating. Who do you think's gonna win tomorrow? The Celtics, those bum Celtics, or our boys?
Listen, the Knicks are either gonna win or the Celtics are gonna win by 35. But I think the Celtics.
I don't think so. I'm gonna say it right now. We're gonna win by 10 because once we win this game, it's over.
All right.
We were down 20 the last 2 games. Look what we did. We bitch slapped them like we were their daddy. Now tomorrow they get to come to our house. You know what that means? We come
I believe.
to our house.
I'm with Jake. If you keep it close, Jalen Brunson's ball game. They just gotta keep it close.
Hey, Jalen
Hopefully
Brunson's
they keep chucking threes, Beast.
Work the lane. Get the three.
Fuck you, Allen.
What's going on, Nate? How are you?
Okay, never mind. You probably don't want to say hi to a horse. I was going to stop to a horse so Beast can talk to one of his own kind.
Jesus. You're the final caller.
Yeah, it was raining most of the morning, so I wasn't able to get in. But good show as always. Even though there's nothing to talk about, I like your new segment. Ask Jake anything.
Yep.
I need more details. So where was this 2 for 3? Where was this? Where did the glory days happen?
It was the last ever baseball game I played in for Little League.
Did everyone know you were retiring after the game?
Well, I think we were like the oldest age group. Like I think I was like a 10th grader in high school or 9th grader.
That's fair. Is the Jake Asman jersey retired out there in Long Island?
No, I was not good, but I had one very good game in my last ever game.
I appreciate the scouting report. We won't let Jake on the baseline if we ever do an Asmaniac charity basketball game.
No, if you need a
oh
yeah, dude, that's the only shot I can hit from. Now, baseball, I'm playing in a softball league this summer. My brother's team, they were horrible last year, but I'm playing again with them.
That's support. My friend was really good at the same thing you were good at, like this baseline shot, and so it was like rec basketball in like 4th grade, and the Secret Service would come to all of our games because the nephew of the son of Jackie Kennedy, whatever, like Ted Kennedy and everybody, and this was I think when he was still senator, would come to our games. We were in the championship game, and this kid maybe scored like 6 points all season, like 3 baskets. He shot the ball underhanded. They double team. We're down 1 in the championship. We're getting wrecked somewhere Upper West Side. They double team our best player, and they leave little Kennedy open. Jack Schlossberg, who I think he might be in politics now. They leave Jack Schlossberg open on the baseline. Underhand, Jake, he catches it and shoots an underhand shot 10 feet away. Bang, championship game. The Secret Service lifts him on the shoulders. PS 163. Shout out Jack Schlossberg.
Shout out to Jack Schwarzman. How about that?
Oh yeah. That was my.
Looks like the weather sucks today, Nate.
My Jake Asman on the baseline. Say it again.
Looks like the weather sucks today.
It's getting better. I'm hoping we'll be able to squeeze the Mets game in tonight. The rain's stopping by 5 or 6, but yeah, I can't argue. The weather,
You going?
Weather's been terrible all morning. I'm going early, and I'll probably leave by like the 3rd inning because I got basketball tonight in my gym. So I'm trying to go and get the Clay Holmes City Connect jersey for free. Get the good giveaway. Maybe see a Juan Soto homer, a Francisco Lindor leadoff, and then I'll ski-daddle out of there.
Well, I'll tell you what, Nate. I wish you the best of luck getting the jersey. You had to be one of the first. How many jerseys they giving away? 18,000?
First 15,000, something like that.
Wow. 15. That's even worse than what the Yankees do with 18.
Yeah, but the Mets actually give away nice stuff. That's the difference.
I don't know, man. The Yankee giveaways this year have been pretty sick with the hockey jersey giveaway and the Jazz Chisholm basketball
I'm just getting my
jersey.
Gary on. I don't know what you guys give away at all. I did see the Jazz Chisholm basketball jersey. That was neat.
Do you think Gary's ever going to come back to the Discord?
He will. This is his new sport. Like, arguing sports is his new boxing. So he's going to crave the 10 rounds again with someone. I don't know if it's going to be me or Kyle Clifton, but like I said, it's the one sport like he's still physically able to do. So yeah, absolutely, why not? Everybody needs a little time off in the off season now.
I can't wait. I'm looking forward to his
Sorry, you're
return.
looking at the sky.
Nate, you have a hell of a day, all right? Drive safe.
You as well, Jake. I'll talk to you tomorrow if you got a show.
Ladies and gentlemen, Nate, parentheses Nate, riding dirty on the mean streets of a rainy New York City. All right, fun show. We will do way more on rookie minicamp in the afternoon. Robbie Sable is going to join in the 4 p.m. hour. He was there. I'm seeing some comments from Mason Taylor, who was made available for the first time. So we'll get some sound bites from a lot of the Jets rookie class. Arian Smith said he's working on being a more all-around wide receiver. Wants to be a good blocker and physical player. Hopefully he pulls that off. Now we're all rooting for him. On that note, thank you all for watching. Congrats to our raffle winners, Mimosa, Meadowman, Dylan, Sean, and Peter. You guys are great. We're back this afternoon, so be locked in and be ready for that. JETS. Jets, 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 baby. Talk to you guys soon. And as always, please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. Go Jets.
Hey, Jameis, would you come to the Jets? They might need a quarterback. JETS. Jets, Jets, Jets. Ladies and gentlemen, our exclusive interview with now friend of the show, Jameis Winston.
My mother wants to know who I'm talking to. I'm on StreamYard, Mom. I'm on YouTube.
Hey, Mom! The meatloaf!
Charles, you're the best, dude. I can't. Mom, the meatloaf.
The meatloaf!
Mom, meatloaf.